What is a carbon fee and dividend? And how does it help solve climate change? Burning fossil fuels causes carbon pollution, which traps heat and warms our planet to dangerous levels. To stabilize our climate, we need to stop carbon pollution. How? By changing the rules to the game. Right now, carbon pollution is free for everyone. With a carbon fee and dividend, fossil fuel companies pay a fee when they pollute the air. Since most companies like saving money, they'll change their behavior to avoid the carbon fee. They will become more energy efficient or clean up their act with cleaner energy. With this policy, our carbon pollution goes down while green goods and services go mainstream. Costs for some things will go up, but for many purchases, we'll be able to substitute a greener choice. And as businesses move to greener products, they'll provide us with more affordable green options. For example, car companies will shift to producing affordable electric cars. And power companies will replace fossil fuels with clean energy. And remember that carbon fee? The money collected from fossil fuel companies goes to every American as a monthly dividend or carbon cashback. People can spend the monthly cashback however they want to, helping everyone afford the transition to green energy. When we stop burning fossil fuels, our air will be clean, our health will improve, and our climate will stabilize. All we need is a price on carbon, with the money given back to the people. Learn how you can support putting a price on carbon at cclusa.org.
As counties lift those COVID-19 restrictions, people ready to venture out are being hit with a different dose of reality.
It just keeps going up.
Why are prices rising so quickly?
1.7 million barrels a day of oil production offline.
We simply do not have enough supply on the market.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hola.
Hi. Hello.
I am a constituent and a voter, and climate change is a priority issue for me.
Hi, my name is Nadia. I live in Falls Church. I'm really worried about climate change.
We will be calling to let them know we want a price on carbon emissions.
I think we should pay attention to our climate more, and I'm calling to ask you to include carbon pricing in the reconciliation package.
Soy electora y votante y el cambio climático es un tema prioritario para mí.
It would be huge for America as we would be leading the world in climate.
I'm calling because climate change is a huge priority for me, especially considering my future.
This is a page you're going to be looking at, and this is the suggested script.
When I actually made the call, it was so easy, it surprised me.
I was a little nervous, but I ended up not needing to be nervous.
I've done some calls before, so I wasn't crazy nervous, but it's always super fun.
Probably it only took me 30 seconds.
I'm very proud that I actually took action.
If like a kid calls you and says like, please do this, please, then it's hard to say no.
I feel great knowing that I have contributed. Yeah, it feels like I made a difference.
Do it. It's not hard.
CCLers, you've been sprinting for 13 years. And this year, we have the audacity to ask you to pick up the pace, to hold this man to his promise.
The United States sets out on the road to cut greenhouse gases in half by the end of this decade.
And you didn't disappoint. You showed grit. The kind of grit that won't go down without a fight, that won't give up, let up, or shut up until their goal is achieved. We look at you in awe, and above all, gratitude. Gratitude for your listening ears, for your perceptive hearts, gratitude for your focus, for your dedication, your preparation, your grit. We are grateful for you and the banner year we've created together. Now, let's go make another one.
Drew Irely. I am the Conservative Outreach Director for Citizens Climate Lobby. My path to being a conservative, concerned about climate action, was definitely a long one. Growing up, it's a very rural area. You had to be into the outdoors or you were going to be bored out of your mind. So I grew up doing a lot of hunting, fishing. I was only the second person on my mom's side to graduate high school. I graduated June 6th, 05 at like 7:30 at night, and by 8 o'clock the next morning, I was on my way to basic training on my 17th birthday. I had deployments to Iraq, Afghanistan, rotations through Cuba. It was during this time that I really became concerned with energy infrastructure, but I wasn't ready to take action yet. It took the birth of a 10-pound baby girl with cheeks so big she couldn't open her eyes to really get me to open mine. My life just went from the next 50 years to the next 75. What if she's the veteran that follows in my footsteps and she's in the VA suffering from exposure? What if she's on a fossil fuel route and subject to an IED? How will I be able to look at her in the eye and say, I knew that this could be an issue that you would have to face and I chose to do nothing about it? It's why we fight wars. We fight them now so our kids don't have to. I am fighting climate change now so my daughters don't have to. A lot of people, they say conservatives don't care about climate change, and it's not true at all. We just want sensible policies that don't destroy the economy in trying to find a solution. We have that here at Citizens Climate Lobby. There are a lot of leadership opportunities for conservatives, especially in red states and districts with Republican congressional offices. Conservatives can also join CCL's Conservative Caucus. It's a national group of Republicans and other right-of-center individuals where conservatives can get together and regularly meet online and have strictly conservative-based conversations. Sharing our personal story is how we make a difference.
We are Citizens Climate Lobby, and we're using democracy to fight climate change.
We have a monthly call-in campaign where every month we send a reminder to people to call their congresspeople.
Scan the QR codes, you'll be able to send a message to Congress.
As counties lift those COVID-19 restrictions, people ready to venture out are being hit with a different dose of reality.
It just keeps going up.
Why are prices rising so quickly?
1.7 million barrels a day of oil production offline.
We simply do not have enough supply on the market.
Good morning, CCL, and welcome to our June conference. We are so excited to be back in person in DC, and we're so excited that you're joining us. My name is Stephanie Munguia, and I am CCL Student Engagement Manager. And it's my pleasure to welcome you, whether it's your first conference with CCL or you've come to several of these and joined us in DC before. As someone who joined CCL staff during the pandemic, I cannot express how thrilled I am that I get to join us in DC, and I hope that these segments give you just a taste of the incredible energy that all of our climate advocates are bringing here to the nation's capital this weekend. So later today, we're going to be hearing from Mark, Madeline, and Danny. So let's take a look around and see if we can find one of them and get them to give us a special preview of what they'll be talking to us today about. Can I arrange these doors correctly? All right, ready? All right, Madeline, it's so great to see you and meet you in person.
Oh, you too, Stephanie.
How are you feeling about being back? It's not your first CCL conference, but you're here in a very new role. How does it feel?
Oh, I get all choked up when I think about what it's like to be back, to have a chance to see people that I've seen over the years, and then we've never met on Zoom. It's so exciting to get to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I think all our volunteers are feeling the same way. So thank you so much for taking a minute. I know you've got to run into the room, but can you give us a sneak preview of what you might be talking about in your keynote?
Oh, well, as everybody has been hearing, we'll be talking about where we're going with our future directions and strategy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We're so excited to hear more about that. We'll let you get to it then. Thank you so much.
Stephanie.
Well, folks, you heard it here first, and that was just a snippet of the incredible things we've got planned for you today. Later this morning, you can tune in to our flagship Climate Advocate training. You can join us after lunch for Alex Flint, the Executive Director of the Alliance for Market Solutions, talking to us about the future of carbon pricing. And after Danny's session, we're also going to have MOC breakouts where you can practice and learn how to best work with your members of Congress. We hope you'll be tuning in throughout the day today and learning a lot, so I hope to see you on the live stream. Remember that you can join a few minutes early before every session and interact with CCL staff and volunteers who are tuning in from all around the world, just like you. See you there.